everybody, in today's video we'll be talking about one skill that is a must if you want to learn changing unhelpful habits. Learn to negotiate with yourself. This is coaching session sort of skills learning. I'm here today to talk to mere mortals like me that really want more to life. And I've got so many incredible tips and techniques to share with you today. But the basis of the learning processes is, first of all, understanding your learning style. The skill I'll be talking about today is very used in coaching sessions. A lot of us have bad habits that we would love to change. Behavioral psychology, which is one of the first approaches to be well researched, that is one of my favorites, teaches how we change habits. It's all about reinforcement and rewards. Reinforcement means that all the habits we have, we once didn't have. Therefore, we've learned by reinforcing, by practicing. So the habits are things we've learned throughout practice by repetition over and over again. And the habits we form is because we have probably good things out of it, rewarding, good feelings, sensations. The emotions and feelings connected to habits forming are like relief, love, happiness, safety. So indeed, the habits are actually a coping mechanism that our brains develop for us to feel good and safe and happy, relieved. And it's really, our habits are really connected to one of our needs. Habits like procrastination, which is also a coping mechanism. Or a habit of eating candy after a meal, or gossiping, or opinion giving, changing your mind every hour. We have learned this habit, and we only learned because we got a reinforcement to learn that. For instance, positive emotions are a good reinforcement for us to keep practicing one thing. So every time you eat a sweet, you feel good about it and you want to feel that more and more. We practice those habits because we get good things out of them. That rush of dopamine, adrenaline, that feeling of belonging, or even that satisfaction we feel when we gossip about someone. Because deep down inside, we think we're better than the person we're gossiping about. However, I'm gonna ask you and me a question that can be a little challenging. These habits we practice, are they helpful to us to get the life we want? I believe most of us want a meaningful life, a progressing career, meaningful close relationships, a life rich in fine culture, knowledge, wisdom, and a bright future to look forward to. Now, if you can't relate to any of that I just said, this video is not really for you. I'm here today to talk to mere mortals like me that really want more to life, that don't have it all together. People who agonize to change things that are really difficult and not helpful. And these things often hold us back from a wonderful life. Okay, so if you're here with me, means you are a person like me that struggle to change unhelpful habits and mindsets. Here's the thing, we can learn almost everything. We can learn to change almost everything about us. Of course, we can't change our biology, our genetic makeup. However, we can improve in every single area of our lives. But I'm talking about the mental strategies we can practice and learn and incorporate in our daily lives in order to get the life we want. Now it's the time for me to share with you what is that thing that I'm talking about. The thing is negotiation. Learning negotiation is the key to make you change habits you don't like. Negotiating with yourself. Now, it's very important here to mention the learning style. Do you know your learning style? Have you heard of it? Comment down below. I really want to know because I don't believe that's very famous. It's not very common. I believe more students would use the learning style to improve their study strategies, the way you learn best. We are unique in every single way, so the way we learn things is also sort of unique. Of course, we're humans and we have the same abilities, capacities in several different degrees. There is a test called VARK, V-A-R-K. I'll put it down below for you if you want to take the test later. Basically measures your preferred learning strategies. For instance, some people learn better by seeing, we call it visual learning. Some people are oral. So oral means learn by listening to podcasts, to lectures, or maybe kinesthetic, which means you learn by doing stuff. There is the multimodal, like me, that learn by doing all these things combined. Go ahead and take the test. And if you want to, comment down below because I want to know who are you and what your learning style is. I have developed this way to implement negotiation in our lives. So the negotiation I'm talking about, it needs a foundation. And this foundation includes commitment, baby steps, flexibility, kindness, and respect. Now, all learning processes, the ones that are long-lasting, they take time. And I know we have been victims of the marketing strategies out there that teach us that everything can be done just like that. Losing weight in a week, stop procrastinating, learning a language, mastering conversations, everything so fast, making money with very little time and work. And that is all lie, basically. And it catches us because we want stuff to be easy and fast, especially in this instant information technology at your fingertips era. Learning takes time. Everything that is good, everything that is meaningful, take time. Observe the nature, observe the flowers, observe the seasons changing, observe how a kid, a little child learn and develop. It's daily steps, daily small, meaningful steps. We want to run. And in order to run, we need to walk. It's just basics. So we need to understand that we're gonna have setbacks. We're gonna relapse. And that's fine, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're not improving. So this is a little bit of encouragement for you and me to not give up when things get hard. When you have this mindset that learning takes time and that everything that is really good for you takes its time. If you have that mindset clear in your mind, you're out of the danger of believing in this cheap strategies that the marketing industry wants us to buy. So what do we do then? Following these basic steps will allow you to learn the foundational rules for habits changing and for mindsets changing. Coaching techniques are based on a variety of the same concepts that I am talking about today. The concepts are commitment to yourself and to your future, baby steps, gradually, daily basis, small steps, big changes, flexibility, life happens. You have to be able to accommodate whatever happens in your life and still keep on practicing that habit or mindset you want to create. Kindness and respect. Kindness here is to acknowledge you only can do so much. And respect means, for instance, adopting your better learning style. Respect means welcoming you as you are and what works for you the best. We are so used to watching movies and social media, and they actually influenced us to believe we can be someone else. And that is just really not helpful for us if we want to have the life we want. Sometimes we see people online, we see people on social media, and they have this beautiful life, but do they though? We don't know them. We don't know this person. So don't assume they have this perfect life. And besides, probably if they are successful on the social media, at some point in their lives, they had to learn the same variation that you're learning today. They had to learn overcoming themselves, their boundaries, their fears, their anxieties, their uncertainties, and all started somewhere around changing habits and mindsets and reinforcing them and making them alive and getting stronger by practicing. So adopt these concepts to your learning. Adopt commitment, baby steps, flexibility, kindness, and respect. I would also add consistency and time frame. Now, it's a must to have a time frame in order to create, change a habit or anything about learning, because learning, there is a science behind learning that explains we have a curve. And this curve goes like this. And if we drop the curve, we have to learn all over again. Now, if you keep doing every day, we'll be always high. We'll be always efficient, proficient. So keep your curve high. And the time frame is something we have to learn, because otherwise we get too comfortable. That's just the reality. If we don't have a time frame and we can do whenever we feel like, we'll never do it. Or maybe at first we'll do and then we'll just give up. We need to be able to challenge ourselves. And because the positive feelings are absolutely connected to goal accomplishments. And by the way, one is not capable of feeling any positive feelings if the goal accomplishments are not in place. Yeah. And last but not least, reward. Oh, I really love this one. Rewarding yourself is something that we really need to do every time we reach a milestone. It could be something simple and small, but it has to happen. One thing here is, the bigger the goal, the bigger the reward. I'll give you an example. I run, and it's been over a year now, in 2 months or something. And each period of time, I would reward myself. For instance, people sometimes they start working out and they go out, they buy working out outfits, the best shoes, best sneakers, the best sunglasses if you're working outdoors, and they are fully geared. They have their armor on, and in 2 weeks, they don't go anymore. How many people you know bought a nice bike to ride their bikes every day? They wanted to go on races and stuff, and that lasts maybe a week. So if that's you, you're just like me. Go slow. For instance, I had a pair of shoes. That's it. After a month, I got myself a pair of shorts. After 3 months, I got a visor, headphones, and that went on and on. So now I reached a year. I promised myself a running watch. I didn't get it yet, but I will. So you got the picture. Go slow, reward yourself. Maybe it's a glass of wine by the end of the day because that day you woke up early and your goal was to wake up earlier. And that's the thing about going slow. You feel good about yourself, and the setbacks are significantly decreased when you go slow, because you find that's easy and you want to keep going. You want to keep challenging yourself. However, if you go too high, the fall is bigger. So don't do that to yourself. Now, I think this video is too big already. I want to know your thoughts. Maybe the video was a little bit confusing, and if you have any questions, please reach out. Comment down below. I'll read it all and I'll answer any questions. If you want to learn more about learning styles, or maybe a video about learning style, comment down below as well, and I'll make a video all about that. I hope the video was helpful today, and I hope that any of that made sense to you. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Ciao.